Alright.
We're in a hallway.
Well, we've been here before. Shit!
The liquor.
Because I actually need to get in there. There's a very important item in there. Okay, so who's got the next story?
Oh, me.
Yeah, alright, so what's your story?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys one of the stories, but there's two of them.
Okay,
and
so
they both happen in...
We'll do your one story, then we'll hear Marie's other story.
And just so you guys know, this happened like within 3 days of one another.
Okay.
First one happened on a Sunday evening. I was closing my store down.
Uh-huh.
It was probably like around 11:30.
Uh-huh.
It was before my facilities partner was leaving, and he goes into his family restroom we have, because I work at a family store.
Oh God, this.
Family amusement store. And the funny thing is, the family restroom is usually locked. Only employees or managers are able to access it. Well, my coworker was knocking on the door, because that's what you usually do in case it's a coworker.
Uh-huh.
No one answered. He's like, huh, okay, no one's in there. So he opens the door.
Uh-huh.
And mind you, this guy has never, ever seen anything like this before.
Oh, so he's innocent.
He's innocent.
He was innocent.
He was innocent until this.
Was.
He opens the door and he sees a man. And what he described to me was he was standing up. And he saw a woman without her pants or panties. That's what he said. Her panties.
So
on.
bottomless.
Yeah, she was bottomless, no shirt, nothing.
Oh,
Just
so she
completely
was naked. Okay.
And the guy was just didn't have his pants on, his underwear, and she was giving him a blowjob or oral, however you guys want to say it.
Blowjob will suffice.
And then literally he said, and I quote, "Oh fuck that! Get the fuck out of here!" And he closed the door. Also, I hear him say over the radio, "Guys, I need your help. There's a guy and a girl having sex in the bathroom, the family bathroom."
All right.
And
Well,
I'm
they were
like,
making a family.
Oh,
Well, how do you make a family when she's sucking away all the chances of having a family?
Well, you could have.
I should
walked
say
in.
sucking and swallowing, unless she likes to spit.
unless she spits in the guy's mouth.
Well, I was
and
gonna
then he
say they're in the
spits it up
bathroom. Did you say if she spits in the guy's mouth?
Yeah, and then the guy spits it into the girl's vagina. I mean, that could probably work, but that I doubt.
What?
Yeah, I'm a little flabbergasted here.
Because you said you're trying to make a family. I'm like, well, the only way they could do this is
Well,
sperm
yeah,
goes
maybe
inside
this is before they got to the real juicy stuff.
there. Oh, yeah, true. But either way,
I mean, she was naked. Why would you need to be naked for,
Exactly. Either way, this couple always goes there. And here's the nasty part. The guy was probably about, maybe like grandfather's age, like in his 60s.
Oh, God.
The lady was probably like Marie's age, maybe a little bit older, like late 20s, early 30s.
Oh.
And they were always hanging out. And we believe that's her sugar daddy.
The epitome of, oh, daddy.
As long as there's a sugar before it.
And it was just a little disgusting. I'm like, oh,
A
God.
little.
So the security escorted him out. Luckily, the girl put her clothes back on. But
Well, it'd be kind of awkward if she didn't.
But she forgot her purple panties.
I was gonna say, but it would have served her a really good lesson, though.
Yeah.
If she got escorted out butt naked.
And because then they'd have to ring the bell and go, shame!
Shame! But the funny thing is, the best part of it was she left her purple panties, and my coworker picked up the underwear.
Oh, the not so innocent.
Yeah, the not so innocent one who was disgusted and like flabbergasted at what he just saw. And he's like, he grabbed the panties and he looked at me and said, "Oh my God, these are wet!" Like in disgust and surprise. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you think they were doing? They were having sex. He's like, but they're wet. I'm like, yes.
That just meant she got very aroused by the daddy.
Yes, I'm like, dude,
Hopefully, hopefully it was the sugar daddy.
Yeah, hopefully it was a sugar daddy, not her real daddy.
Yeah.
Kinky.
And since then, we were thinking that will never ever happen again. Until my next story.
But wait, there's more.
There's more, and I'll tell you after Marie tells you her next story.
Okay, so it's still the same location. Black Diamond Mines.
So basically everywhere you guys work, people fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this one's not so much.
Wait, was it the porta potty incident?
I'm gonna take that as a thank you for reminding me, jackass. Kind of,
We could tell that one too.
Oh.
Hey, I'm playing the game, so feel free to tell any story you want.
I'm trying so hard not to like
block it out of your
Look,
memory.
Yes.
That gentleman who did the porta potty thing came to my place, to my store, and I'll tell you guys about that later. But continue with your story.
I think she's
so
still
it was
being
Black
traumatized.
Diamond Mines, not Contra Loma.
Oh, okay.
And so we have these two couples. It insinuates something, but we really didn't see anything. We just call them what do we used to call them?
God damn it! No, that's not what they used to call them.
We used to call them. I think we called them Mr. and Mrs. Fuck a Lot.
Fuck a lot.
Oh, like Ivana Hump a Lot.
Yes, because we believe there is this every single morning at around 6 o'clock in the morning. There's like when I always show up to work,
You should heal
there
yourself.
is always a fucking really nice Lamborghini parked in the parking lot there when you first enter Black Diamond Mines. Something that is way out of place for that area.
Yeah, obviously.
And so we always look to see what was going on, and it's always the same people every fucking day. It is a woman driving a Lamborghini.
Oh, I get it.
And
Every fucking day?
Every fucking day. Yes. Yes.
It was a bit of a reach. But
You should pick up the lighter.
I have no space.
You should heal yourself.
I'm gonna heal my fist upside your head. Don't tell me how to Resident Evil.
And so she always comes in, and she
comes
Yeah, she always comes in.
she like drives by the little kiosk, and they always show up at before the kiosk opens.
Oh, god damn it, I had the
Where
grenade
you have
launcher
to
and I
pay,
didn't use it.
where you have to pay money to enter into the park. And so she comes in, and we see her on like the security camera, and she's like always freaking out when she goes to the kiosk, and then she always has to pay, but then she's just like, oh, thank God. And then, I kid you not, 2 minutes later, a black Escalade that we just can't see goes inside, drives by, and then we look at the other security camera that kind of points that goes to the parking lot, and parks next to the Lamborghini, and the woman gets into the Lamborghini and they leave. We call them Mr. and Mrs. Fuckalock because we honestly think that they've been having an affair, and then she comes back at 6 o'clock at night, 1 hour after everybody leaves. After 1 hour after the kiosk closes.
Yeah.
And comes back and picks up her Lamborghini.
Okay.
Every single day. It's always like
God
that.
fucking damn it. Okay, go on.
And so we everybody had me and their I forgot what nickname. I forgot what nickname that they originally had for them, but I just turned. I was like, why don't you just call them as what they are, Mr. and Mrs. Fuck-a-Lot? Because what are they honestly doing for 12 hours of the day?
How were they able to do it for 12 hours non-stop?
One of my friends well, they could have been at work.
I am not from Havana.
Saying that they could have been at work or whatever.
Oh, they were at work already.
And trying to insinuate carpool, because there was someone who was also there for innocent. I'm like, really? Then why would she park her Lamborghini here, knowing that people are going to be here until 5 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
And I'm like, she says she's there to make sure that no one follows her.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they're not carpooling to work, dude. I'm like, you need to think straight.
They're carpooling their nuts and stuff together.
Exactly. So that's my story.
Sad but true.
Yeah.
About a bunch of horn dogs you once knew.
That just sounds deeply disturbing after hearing that story again.
I quite enjoyed
even
it.
if she was doing an affair, I feel sorry for her lover.
Because
and then also too, you also have to think about too is what if the person, the man in the Escalade is also in a relationship as well?
I know. I feel bad for both their lovers.
That's when they should pull a Shania Twain. The two lovers that are being burned by that Mr. and Mrs. Fuck-a-Lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great song when she was singing about Mr. and Mrs. Fuck-a-Lot.
No, Shania Twain married the.
I don't.
Oh, go ahead, Marie. Tell us, sir.
So Shania Twain for the longest time was married, and she has a best friend.
Uh-huh.
So her now ex-husband and her now former best friend had an affair, and her husband left Shania Twain for her best friend, and her best friend left her now ex-husband for Shania Twain's now ex-husband. And so now Shania Twain's married again.
I know, but the whole time you're explaining this complicated, I'm like, oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. Because I'm like trying to process it in my brain. I'm like,
okay,
the fucking beautiful mind thing, like drawing on the wall. And
let me try to explain it better. So we'll just call Shania Twain's best friend.
You can use names. They're celebrities.
I don't know her best friend's name though.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of those friends that she's had since childhood.
Oh. So
I'll just name her Anne, and her husband is named Bob.
Okay. Yeah, I can do names.
And
I can't do like this person's friend.
The ex. So when I mention the ex, it'll be Shania's ex-husband.
Okay.
So there's her friend Anne and Bob. So Anne has an affair with the ex. Anne leaves Bob for ex, and ex leaves Shania for Anne.
Jesus.
And then 5 years later, Shania Twain marries Bob.
Still a real big mess. Fucking white people.
Like I said, right?
Heal yourself.
Yes, master, I will do that. God fucking damn it, I have no room.
Don't go back in there, there's birds.
I'm not going where the birds are. I'm never going there again until I play as Leon. See, there are no birds here.
Good. Oh, man. Should I tell my story or should Marie tell the porta potty story?
Let's hold off on that because we're almost done with this episode. Yeah, so we're almost done here. Alright, so I'm gonna do some item swapping and then we'll catch y'all on the next episode.